Well, folks, I did not really expect to hear this today, but I did something this morning that I haven't done in about 2 weeks, and this occurred right after I recorded the audio for Beyond the Gates 39 review and Poppa's House episode 17, because I watched both episodes this morning, did the audio. Honestly, I should have edited and posted prior to taking a nap, but it just came out of nowhere. Plus, I was cutting grass all day yesterday, so I was tired. But I woke up, got some tags on Twitter, and a couple of inbox messages saying, sorry, man. And Poppa's House has been announced as not being renewed for a second season on CBS. And I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of not surprised by this. Number one, I've been just hanging on to the show for about nearly 8 to 9 episodes now, because I say almost every week or every review, man, the numbers just aren't there. Plus, you kind of knew something was up because the show, it was just getting the shuffle or the shaft. It would just be bouncing around from one night to another. Well, actually, they only changed the night of the week. It came on once, but then you had these large hiatus periods that really didn't help it. So I don't know. It was just a ratings game. I think some sources like Deadline say that this show wasn't renewed, but other shows such as Matlock, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, NCIS Origins all got picked up. Plus, this show, it's been a long time coming because there was never a, announcement. It was always kind of like, okay, the show, it originally got ordered for what was it, like 12 or 13 episodes. Then they got, the green light for a full season. Yeah, this is what happens. I believe, according to this article, in order to improve its renewal changes, Poppa's House was asked to trim its budget while it was still mostly core efficient in terms of comedy genre. It was multi-camera. The series boasts top talent on screen with Damon, Wayans, and his son. That could explain a few things, because I remember saying in, I can't remember the episode review, because keep in mind, if you're kind of new to my content, I have reviewed every single episode of this show. The Poppa's House playlist is complete. Well, except for episode 17. I haven't uploaded that just yet. But I remember saying in one review that, man, the show's kind of getting to, it's getting a bit too one note and formulaic. The episode starts off with the plot of the show. Usually there's an A plot and a B plot. And typically it revolves around Poppa being grumpy about something. Him and Junior get into an argument because Junior snaps at his dad for, being an asshole. And then by the end of the episode, Poppa reveals something about his past that Junior didn't know about. And then it's like they come to a bit of an understanding. But then we get to the next episode and it's almost like rinse and repeat. It's kind of like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Where the episodes in the show are classic, but it is a bit formulaic. Scoob and the gang are in the mystery machine. They break down somewhere, or they are at the pizza joint, or they're going to like a teenage function, but then something happens that gets them stuck in the location. They search for clues. They get wrapped up in a mystery, unmask the person. It's like rinse and repeat every single time. And I've been looking at some comments on it, and a lot of people feel like, yeah, Damon and his son definitely need to get, another shot, but the rest of the cast is a no-go. I've seen this from, the single-digit episodes where fans really didn't care too much about, like, Jeffrey Owens' character, who was the father-in-law, Nina, or the kids. The show, it had its moments, but I'm not going to sit up here and say that I'm heartbroken that, oh no, it's only gone after one season. This show, I saw a few tweets that said this. It didn't have the cast chemistry. Now, I love the fact that Essence Atkins was in it, and I feel like her and Poppa having a podcast thing was cool, but I honestly love the early episodes. I was kind of upset that the whole Poppa having his own radio show thing That was only like what, one episode. Then he quit or got fired episode 2 or episode 3 in order to start the podcast. I thought we were going to focus more on that, but no, it just became, okay, Junior is up to something silly and he's going to make some voices, and then his dad's going to be grumpy, and then him and Dr. Reed have a will they, won't they. Well, one thing I will appreciate is, number one, Damon Wayans made this show on his own terms. Number two, he kept it in the family. Like in my episode 17 review, I was just surprised by how Wayans heavy the episode was, both in front and behind the camera. The number of guest stars from Tommy Davidson, Vivica Fox, Cody Bell, aka Jason Pitts from The Game. Marlon Wayans, of course, had an episode in there. And there are just so many different faces from, well, I want to say Black Hollywood, because, in terms of Black Hollywood, I mean, like in Black households, we recognize it. We recognize the face of many of these different, special guest appearances. But yeah, this show doesn't hold a candle to the likes of, let's say, a My Wife and Kids, or as some people compare to The Neighborhood or the Abbott Elementary, because the core cast is important. I mean, I'll say that give me Poppa's House any day over the Netflix series that Jamie Foxx had, Dad, Stop Embarrassing Me. Yeah, give me this show any day over that one. But with that being said, Poppa's House, I will hang in there. There's only one episode left, and this is just another prime example of why it's difficult for me to start watching a new show, because once I start to like it, because keep in mind, despite the show becoming formulaic, the last several episodes have been really good. It's hard to like a show because then it gets canceled. Like that 90s show, it really hit its stride, but then it got the axe. And now this show, man, I always have this bad, maybe I just have a bad taste in entertainment. What I mean by that is I try to latch onto a show to branch away from the Tyler Perry stuff. And I'm thinking this show is going to be a hit, and I'm going to be latched onto it from the beginning. That way I can build a new audience, but then it just flounders. Oh, well. And also for people like, oh, no, this is racism. Look, here's the thing. I'm black. And not everything is racism. Sometimes the show just isn't that good. Okay? So let's be real about this. I think that this show, maybe it would have worked better on Netflix, because when you look at the other shows that are renewed versus Poppa's House, you can see why Poppa's House got the green light. Maybe I should have watched Watson instead. Oh well. All right, well, like and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next video.